Hi everyone, we are now looking at the month of June, and yes, it's already half the year, and we are now looking at the next half of the year and how the month of June is going to be very mystical, and it has a lot more to look forward to. Now, there's a lot of movements happening in the month of June. Now, firstly and most importantly, we have Jupiter, which asks you again for a lot of discipline, focus, and it's going to ask you for a lot of tight scheduling and a lot of planning if there is something that you want to achieve from now onwards. Mars will also give you the energy shift, the push, and all the energy that you need now to step up to your next roles, okay, to step up to your next targets and your goals from the half of the month. And yes, the clock is ticking, and you all know that you have a lot more to do and a lot more to focus on from the month of June onwards. Now, most importantly, the mystical change, what I'm talking about is, if you remember, towards the end of May, there's been the new moon, okay, there's been shifts, okay, and there is something known as Ketu as well. It is the tilt of the moon, which is also known as the shadow planet, or it's also known as the tail of the dragon. Now, this brings in a contemplative, a thinking process. So you will now start wondering on the bigger picture of your life. Suddenly, things which matter to you, like maybe money, luxury, things which you're doing on a daily basis, your jobs, your focus. You will actually take a step back and start wondering that what is the bigger picture? Okay, what is bringing you happiness? What is it that you actually want out of your life goal or your life purpose? So you start feeling a sense of detachment. Now, this detachment rather makes you take a step back and actually look at the full picture of things that matter to you from now on. Okay, so detachment from maybe old relationships, things that don't serve you, old business deals, and you start focusing on, does this thing actually help me in the long run? What exactly am I trying to get out of life? Those are the actual questions that you're going to start thinking about now. And you'll even start wondering that how is it you're suddenly getting drawn towards the inner being of you, the spirituality side of you. Something like, you start focusing on things like your soul purpose. What is the bigger picture that you want out of life? What is the kind of satisfaction that you're looking for in this lifetime? And that's the kind of questions which will start now playing into your brain, playing into your mindset, and you start re-evaluating everything. And you have the entire planets even supporting you. So think, reevaluate, and when those questions come in, yes, take it up with caution, okay, because now these questions and the influence of Ketu is going to be in your life for the next 1.5 year, and it's going to bring you major shifts. So everything that you thought about taking a step towards, okay, so you may have attractions towards spirituality, you may have attractions towards a bigger, larger picture, certain hobbies, certain goals which you feel gives you mental satisfaction, peace, inner healing, that complete state of art mind of yours where you're so healed, and that's the kind of goal you want to look forward to. Yes, take that step back and focus from now on. This is your calling month. I'm Sharon S Mondejar. Thank you so much for being a part of my family, and if you're new to my channel, do not forget to subscribe, hit the bell button, and let's stay connected for a better year and a better you. I'm now looking at the next sign, and the first sign coming up for you, yes, is Aries. Now, like I said, Aries, you're starting the charts. So you're going to see the influence of re-evaluation, rethinking. Now, your focus point for this month is your family. It's like, you've been having so much of chores, you've been so busy running with your daily schedules that this month will suddenly call for giving focus to family this month. You will feel your children, you will feel children in the family bringing you a lot of good news, a lot of happiness, a lot of support. And this is the month that you will reevaluate your relationships with all your family members, your spouse, your sibling. Things that you have been neglecting in the home front will suddenly spark into your brain that this is where you need to give your focus. This is which calls your peace, and this is which calls your requirements. And you're going to start reevaluating everything on the home front from now on. Yes, you even have chores which are going to be playing up. That is post the 15th and the 16th of the month. You will have a lot of work responsibilities. You will have new goals, new targets coming into your plate, and you will take that well, because, yes, again, it calls for planning, and you will keep that focus going. It's also time for you to give a little bit more focus onto your health. Look at the stomach region. Anything playing up in the stomach region this month is what you will have to take care of. Now, it even says that, you will come across some very influential people. These influential people will help you step up, will help you look at larger pictures in life, larger goals that you want to work on. And somehow you will just feel that a lot of people are coming towards your help. Take that help, take things which are working in your favor, think, reevaluate, and this is your month to start making a lot of changes. Yes, you may feel overburdened sometimes, but that is because you need that push. And like I said, Mars will support you to go ahead, make those changes, and start moving ahead. And now, coming up, let's look at the next sign, and that's for you, Tauruses. Now, you Tauruses, it looks like you've been under, a lot of stress. You've been having a lot of job responsibilities, a lot of things to do on your plate. Now, this month of June calls for you to look at a calm. Look at anything that is peaceful, calm, reevaluate yourself and take out a lot of me time. Okay, now let's say at the start of the month you take out me time, and that's exactly when you require that me time. So, the month of June calls for you to focus on your calm, focus on your self healing, and time just for yourself to relax and to get into maybe a little bit of, a rest mode. And that's only for the first week of June, because yes, you have a lot more coming up and a lot more planned and chalked out for you for the month of June. Now, firstly and most importantly for you Tauruses, this month, okay, it does look like, you will have a lot of chaotic situations. Okay, you will have situations coming up when you feel there's a lot of gossip happening. You will have people talking behind your back. They will have, arguments. It could be on both the fronts. So both fronts could say, like, let's say on the home front, okay, you will find small arguments, misunderstandings, from relatives far and wide. Maybe some family members have misunderstood certain situations, and that's what calls for you to start cleaning the air. Okay, have clear communications this month. Work on the communication bit. If anyone has any misunderstandings, people have questions, okay, clarify, bring out things into the air, clean the air, put that aside, because that is something that you actually want to clear, sort out, and things have been piling up. So you just want to now push it aside, and you don't want unnecessary clatter, and you don't want unnecessary chaos this month. You could even see as well the same thing on the office front. If people have misunderstandings, if you feel people were, gossiping behind your back, you feel people, have a different agenda behind your back, okay, clarify things. If you want to ask questions, yes, ask questions this month, clarify, sort things out. Anything got to do with your relationships, any kind of relationships, that what gives you focus this month as well. In the home front, yes, children bring you happiness and peace, so focus on that. Like I said, take a small break because you have a lot more things to focus on. This month is profitable if you're looking at any kind of investment in land and property, or some kind of gain which will come to you from land, property, some kind of old investment that you've made. This month, June and July, will bring you profits from those kind of centers of yours which you have focused on. Yes, one area of attention as well. It says that, this month, your mother's side or maternal side would need some help and support. The health area is what is calling for support rather. So anything got to do with the health front on that region, give it some time, give it some focus. Okay, give those kind of, areas. If anyone calls you for help, definitely go ahead and help this month. Another calling for you this month is that you want to focus on meditation, prayer. So this month is a very important remedy for you, that do a lot of guided meditations. Okay, so if you want, yes, you can get in touch with me. Do guided meditations. Importantly, do chakra meditations this month. Get chakra realignment done. If that's what you've heard, that's what you know about, and that's what if you want to learn about, that's the kind of drawing which you have this month. That's the kind of things which will call your attention this month as well. Take up those things, focus on your peace, focus on your healing, spend some time in nature this month. And that's for you, Tauruses. Next important thing coming up for you is for you, Geminis. Now, Geminis, again, you see a major shift happening. Your shifts have already happened from the month of May. It's going into the month of June as well. Now, for the month of June, it says for you to have a lot of courage. You look forward for a lot of courage, support in the work front. Okay, you feel that problems are increasing. Okay, you start seeing a lot of problems in the job front. You start seeing problems in the home front, and that's exactly where you want to now take a focus, take change, take reevaluation, and start taking control of all these kind of things which are playing up into your life. Okay, so anything that is blocking you, anything that is stopping you, everything you want to let go of this month, reevaluate. Rather, like how you have a checkpoint, make a checkpoint, reevaluate things. Okay, focus on the things which are only going to bring you gain, profit. If you feel relationships, if you feel people, if you feel certain situations are not helping you, people are holding you back. Okay, people are causing negativity for you, people are backbiting, just let go of all that this month. Like I said, this month calls for detachment as well. So something that is holding you back and you feel you want to let go of such things, let go of that, because there's other bigger pictures that you want to now focus on as well this month. Now, most importantly, yes, this month your focus even changes for, like I said, the inner side of you. The inner side of you will call for peace. So that's why you want to let go of things. Focus on your peace. So if you Geminis have always been the center of, the parties, the happening person that you are, you suddenly feel this shift wherein you'll start talking about spirituality. You will start talking about inner peace, healing, meditation, and prayers. And your family circle and your friend circle will start wondering that why suddenly such deep thinking, okay? If you've always been the chattery one, suddenly you become very silent, you become very contemplative, and you're actually looking at, prayer, meditation. Rather than going for a holiday this month, you will actually, make suggestions like, let's go to a holy place, let's visit a shrine, let's go to one meditative center, let's do some retreats. And that's the kind of conversations you're going to be having now, okay? And everyone starts noticing this change in you. You'll be drawn towards a lot of, spirituality, prayer, meditation, and healing. And that's your calling from this month onwards. Also, yes, you have a lot of talent and skill that you now start focusing on, okay? Besides your regular work, besides your regular chores, you start now thinking about, you have certain talents, you have certain aspirations that you want to now work on. So anything got to do with artwork. So let's say some of you all have this, good thing like with singing, maybe with painting, with poetry, okay? And that's the artistic side of you which you want to now focus on. It is like those little sectors that you want to start accomplishing on, and you'll actually start giving it focus. And in the long run, it's going to bring you a lot of profit, it's going to bring you a lot of gain. So do give that a thought, because that is exactly where your heart is from now on. Yes, also focus on taking care of nature as well. Take care of dogs, take care of animals, and that will bring you a lot of peace and a lot of healing. I do hope this was helpful. Do not forget to share this with family and friends. And thank you so much all for your support and for being a part of my family.